Oink Oink Edain players, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do another cast, this time a barcode cast in fact. So we don't know the players and I'm not sure the teams either, so let's just jump into it. Should be interesting. It looked like a fairly decent file size, so probably a nice long game. In the top, or in the bottom right rather, we have Mordor, and in the top left we have Isengard. So let's see. I think early game, honestly it's kind of hard to say because I don't really know, but I feel like Isengard could be strong and interesting strategy. Double eco. So right off the bat, I'm going to say Isengard definitely isn't Goodfellas, Spartacus, or Yo-Yo, because they never go for eco starts. They always like to get out maybe early wargs. Definitely wild men. And yeah, so I don't think so. And I think Yo-Yo, he likes to get the upgrade, the Citadel improvement. As far as Mordor, I have no idea. See, I don't know a lot of the players' play styles, so this is going to be difficult for me, but feel free to let me know in the comments who you think each player is, and that would be appreciated. But so yeah, good idea bringing Bill Fernie to get these free buildings while he's creeping. I'm not sure, can scouts creep wildmen by themselves? If they can, I think it would have been nicer to do that and then maybe send one down there, creep this one. But then again, he might also want to creep the troll, and maybe you need two of them to creep the troll. I don't know. But anyways, nothing too interesting out yet, as we'd expect. Orc Pit from Mordor. Also got us 2 free farms, which is always good. You want to do that early on. Pretty standard start for both, really. Both just taking units, taking 2 units, creeping, getting their free farms. So essentially the same start from both teams. Then now we're seeing Wildmen, and I think he's going to start harassing with them soon. I don't chase that hero with them, no point. Yeah. I think Isengard's going to opt to push rather than creep. That's just my thought, but I don't know. It's like Mordor is expecting a creep, him to creep. Either that or he's going to go up here and creep himself. Or not creep, but harass. So he's going to be moving his units in a position, because generally this is what Isengard does early game. They send some wildmen at you, and yeah. It looks like he is going to creep with the scout, so probably a good choice, to be honest. But also, I think he does have overwhelming force against Mordor, so... And Mordor is going for trolls, which I should have foreseen from these slaughterhouses, and I like that start. That's a great start against Mordor, or Isengard, I believe, because Isengard doesn't get pikes until level 2 barracks, and besides that, Isengard often likes to go for early wargs, and also big mistake here, not creeping. Okay, there we go. Isengard often goes early warg riders, so he probably expected that, or actually he saw it maybe with, yeah, he's seeing it now with that scout. So really big brain move here from this player down in the bottom right. I believe one of these players is Skelicus or Skelicus. Sorry, I can't pronounce her name. If I had to take a guess, it would be the bottom right player, Mordor. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know his playstyle too well. But I believe one of the players is him, because he did submit this replay in the replay sections, section. So yeah, I think that's him down here. So I feel like he would go for a not Mimi, but like a strategy like this over just like a bunch of orc pits. But right now though, Isengard's getting in some really nice harassment. 2, potentially, yeah, 3 farms already taken out. And Mordor, and meanwhile, might get one at most. But let's keep in mind he has a troll out now, and Isengard has nothing at all to answer this, so there could be a lot of damage done potentially. Though I think, yeah, as a Scouts Live, these hunting bows could be used to good effect on them. And I think if he has enough units, he should be able to deal with it, but we'll see. And Mortar's not even going to be able to get a farm, so that's really hurting Mortar early on, even with the troll. Because, right now he's lost 3 farms. He's not getting these farms, and so yeah. But yeah, this troll's gonna start wreaking havoc, and no hunting arrows out yet. And those wargs aren't gonna do crap against him, as you can see. They have to get flanking damage, and even then, unless you have a ton of them, not much. And even the hunting arrows, I mean, they did a good chunk, but not enough. Oh, did he just... Yeah, he just lost Shagrat, so that's actually kind of hurts. And now Mordor is in a point where they can start to push. It was really in favor of Isengard there until he got this troll out. Honestly, I don't know about going for the inside economy at this point, simply because really he doesn't have quite enough to do a base rush, and he could potentially lose his troll because Isengard pumps out units near the troll and is able to reinforce along with maybe a tower. It's a good idea going for the outside eco while doing that with some more pikes and whatnot, which he has nothing to counter that. Isengard, though, I mean, maybe Wildman, I guess. But now Mordor, come on, get this free farm there. Mordor's gonna start to take back the map, which they had lost pretty quickly early game. And that troll's also going to be healing, which is going to be quite nice for Mordor. I don't even know how you get this. Okay, okay, just under. Okay, Sauron's influence. Don't even know what the hell that is. Well, I kind of do, but I don't really. Creeping here with the wargs, which I think is probably his best decision, not his best decision, but his best option for the wargs at this moment, because they'll just get killed by pikes and trolls, and you know, he'll get a little bit of map control without having to really put his units in risk. And 2 trolls out now for Mordor, and that's going to be a big problem for Isengard, even with 1 set of pike. Still going to have a hard time because these trolls are going to be taking out outside buildings really quick with 2. I think he could probably take on just 1 set of pikes, but maybe with the hunting arrows, which though they've already been used, maybe they could kill a troll or 2. I don't know. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Mordor is maintaining map control quite nicely over here. Wilt's gaining some more on Isengard's side. So quite nice. What the heck? Why can't I send that again? Isengard just pumping out as many wargs as they can, getting up some warg sentries, not wargs, or pikes, and still producing cavalry, which I don't know. He already has 1.5 or like 2. I don't know if that's a good idea right now, because Mordor is just going to get more pikes, as we can see, more trolls, which will wreck them. So I think at this point, maybe delete this, maybe get 1 more out, which he has, and just make another Uruk pit and spam more Uruk-hai, maybe even a forge, probably not this early though. Just build another Uruk pit, or even maybe save up for a hero, though I don't think that would be good against these trolls. So probably just another Uruk pit, really. That way he doesn't have to just always be producing pikes. He can produce pikes and crossbows, or like probably pikes and swords, which is always a nice harassment combo. And at this point, I think things are looking in favor of Mordor, as long as he keeps spamming out, and maybe a Cirith Ungol barracks I think would be nice to see. That would be a good transition, either that or like Sauron or Nazgul or something, because the trolls and orcs aren't going to do it forever once we start seeing like big Urukai clumps. So I do think Kirith Ungol or Heroes would be nice soon. And yeah, nice little raiding party. I think this could do a lot of damage, though I don't know how far these work sentries reach, because I was thinking maybe he could get this Uruk pit, and if he does that, that would be devastating. He has gotten 2 Uruk pits, which is very smart. Honestly, I think leave the, after you do the hunting bows, or the hunting arrows, bring him, okay, he has work, so never mind, he can do that. I was going to say go back and harass. He's doing a nice job of splitting his army. Here it's not going to hurt him too much in like this battle per se, but where he can get map control. Though that Shelob is really going to make him run away. And I still, honestly, I don't know who's playing still at this point. Let's see, Isengard. Okay, so I think that this is Zelicus. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not too familiar with how Smeargolem plays, but I know he's the brother of Zelicus or whatever. So this maybe could be Smeargolem, but I also think there's a high probability that this is Luke. I think he's playing like Luke, and Luke plays the, oh my goodness, ads, sorry. I think Luke generally plays the standard strategies for most factions. He doesn't try anything too fancy, but he does a really great job, and he's consistent with those just like normal strategies, which he's playing like you'd expect an Isengard. He's playing as you would expect an Isengard player to play, so I think this could be Luke. Some more Mordor taking a bit more of the map by doing creeping. Doing an alright job of map control. Would like to see some pikes sent up here to deal with these wars. Okay, he did send up a troll, so that's good. See anything interesting? No, just lots of good job. Oh, I completely forgot about the powers and everything. Good job from Isengard upgrading. And Mordor is getting CP blocked here, which is not good for Mordor. That's horrible. You always want to have a CP. Is he upgrading? No, don't. What are you doing? You don't need all these eco upgrades. Get some pantry. Or at least get one pantry. Isengard is not CP blocked. That's just because they have a lot less CP than Mordor, but they're still able to have the map and everything. Obviously, because Isengard units are stronger than Mordor units and whatnot. And he has mostly gotten eco so far. Not really any pantry, I think. Maybe like one. And he went for Devastation for that money boost, and Palantir to see, and then Sauron and Shelob, which is standard. That's what you'd expect from Mordor rather. And yeah, Isengard can't win that fight, so retreat quick, get this farm, and get over here and kill those trolls. Let's see, Isengard's amassing more force. He still kept at least one of his scout units alive, which is impressive. It's pretty long. Okay. And right now I think things are fairly even. They both have similar amount of map control, but if I would have to say, Mordor is in a slight advantage right now. So yeah, I think Mordor is slightly winning, but not by enough to win it anytime soon, really. I was gonna say I would like to see a base rush, but even with the trolls, all these towers and all these work sentries, I don't think it's gonna be possible. And nice Kirith Ungol out from our bottom right player, Mordor here, possibly Zelicus, this possibly Luke. I'm just gonna, no, I'm not gonna call her name because then it'll end up being the wrong name, whatever. Anyways, these pikes need to get out of there. They're gonna take a lot of damage in the orcs, and maybe not lose, but take a lot of damage nonetheless. A nice orc summon here. from the Isengard player. That's going to allow him to totally take this bottom side, though. Got to get the pikes in position. You don't want to have your swords and pikes in totally separate areas. Though he is able to micro over and kind of run the troll into the pikes by kiting a bit. In Mordor, at this point, split a bit and take the map. Which actually he has for the most part, but get these farms, get that farm. Send a unit or two over there just to harass him. I don't even kill it. And maybe even send like a unit down here just to like delay him. I don't know. But Mordor definitely has like basically all the outer farms, or will in a second. But at the same time, oh, we have alerts out from Isengard, and he's gonna kill that troll, but almost die in the process. Ended up being worth it. He got the Cirith Ungol, which was really nice, which isn't gonna allow Mordor to transition quite yet, which could hurt him once he loses his mass of orcs, because he's not going to be able to get them back right away, and he's not going to have any sort of powerful units, more elite units to sustain him necessarily. Dang, level 5 scouts, that's impressive. So yeah, nice push down here, and he realizes his base is going to be fine in Ugluk as well. Ugluk and Lurtz, always such a good combo, and Wormtongue, so a bit of hero spamming. Now this kind of leads me to think maybe it's not Luke. Yeah, maybe this is Smear Golem. I don't know, because I don't think Luke hero spams that much. Yeah, Luke, Ugluk, Lurtz, and Wormtongue. I'm trying to think, who else could this be? I don't think any of these players are Spartacus, Mogat, Luke, Goodfella, or not Luke, Jojo, any of them. My guess is it's either between Smear Golem, Zelicus, Luke, maybe Meme God, but I don't think. Yeah, I don't think. Maybe Luke. I think I already mentioned that. Maybe Strider. But I don't know. I am honestly just throwing out the names that I see most often. Definitely not Vin, because Vin doesn't do a lot of 1v1s. I don't think any of them are like Sturmheart, because no cheese so far. I mean, I guess a little bit of hero spamming or whatever, but I don't think so. And really right now, Isengard's they're gonna potentially kill this Cirith Ungol, which would be really nice, and then after that, maybe do a sandwich on Mordor, play a bit of Mordor's own game, and these heroes are really gonna allow him to take on fights which he normally wouldn't be able to win. Though, that's the thing when you're playing Mordor, is Shelob will wreck your heroes, and let's see. Is he gonna use Poison Stinger? And Cirith Ungol does go down. But he's still not going to be able to push too far up there, Mordor. And I think in this case, Isengard, they're gonna kill the mass amount of units. I think they're gonna kill the units here, and potentially the trolls if he doesn't treat them. But he is maybe gonna lose hero, I'm thinking. But then again, I don't think he's the Mordor player isn't utilizing his Shelob and spiders properly. He could definitely be killing a hero right now. Oh, that Nazgul almost. Oh, so close. Maybe switch. He can't switch him to bow. Because I switch him to bow and kill him. Maybe send just one little unit out there. Actually, it looks like I may be totally 100% wrong. The heroes might just barely survive, and Mordor's army might actually beat like the overall of Isengard's army. So I think Isengard should retreat at this point before this little army comes down and meets up with that army. But maybe his heroes will be able to sustain him there because they aren't too low. And I think he should have just had Shelob stay and fight, to be honest. So no forge out yet for Isengard. Ooh, level 3 barracks. I think he's gonna go for berserkers potentially. Though the trolls will knock him back, but I think berserkers would be a good choice against Mordor because spam, not like archers and things like that. I think berserkers might be good, and a outpost, which I think is an excellent choice because it'll allow him to get a armory, which he desperately needs. Though I don't know about the barracks. He already has 2 barracks. I feel that that's enough for Isengard, to be honest, unless it's Eco's crazy. Or, okay, he's gonna go for a forge inside, so actually, I take that back. That's smart by him. Let's look at powers. Okay, so reinforcements of rune for Mordor, the Nazgul upgrade thing, call the Horde. Not supply blocked, but has a lot of CP, so that's nice. Decent eco. Isengard, not a whole lot of eco, but he just spent a ton of it, so understandable. And yeah, the summon, and I don't know what comes after next in the power tree, but we'll see. But nice play, I think, by Isengard, deciding to go with the forge in there, more secure, and then getting the Rift Pit out there, which leveled up really fast. And yeah, we're seeing some berserkers, and here I think either just get an eco building, though he might be saving it for siege works, but I don't think you save it. I think you build something and then build a siege work later. Maybe even a tower, because that'll really make this very defensive with Orc Pit and tower. Maybe tower, maybe eco, I don't know. Yeah, more berserkers coming out here, lots of berserkers, and now heavy armor. Heavy armor I think is the right choice here, simply because he's already basically going to be one-hitting these kind of cheap, crappy mortar units. So heavy armor is nice because then they'll just last a lot longer. And he already has some berserkers and heroes to really do the damage. He honestly kind of just needs the units to tank, even though, I mean, they're going to do damage, but potentially bad fight here for Mordor, I think, because he's going to get surrounded, even though he does have a ton of units. He's going to get surrounded by units, along with the fact that he's just going to end up leveling up Isengard's heroes, and those berserkers are going to do a lot of damage, and nice summon orcs back there, but the trolls should clean it up. Yeah, Isengard's just going to be getting a lot of levels for the heroes, maybe even killing the Nazgul here if he's not careful, and yeah. That's a pretty big loss, because that also has the upgrade on it, keep in mind. And Isengard, definitely looking in favor of Isengard at the moment. Let's look at the base of Mordor. Got all our CP, all our upgrades. 3 orc pits. And I think at this point, okay, he's a little, he got all the upgrades in his base, but he still doesn't have total, like, CP. Okay, yeah. So he needs to get full CP, I think, capability. And Isengard's 1200, but they don't need a ton. And nice freezing rain, I think, is pretty good. And 2 orc pits, interesting. I think he really wants to keep up. He figures if I can keep up with orc spam and have as many units as he has, along with heroes, with these 3 barracks, and I'm just gonna be able to like control the map. And besides that, just win the big battles with overwhelming force against Mordor, who really needs overwhelming force, and he wasn't going to have. And I think at this point for Mordor, he's misusing his trolls. His trolls should be down here, ravaging these farms, over here, ravaging this farm, and really any farms he can get. And then after that, I feel like you maybe just want to delete the troll pit and go with another orc pit. Because I don't think they're going to do too much against the Isengard army with heroes and pikes. High-level heroes, that is, with pikes. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I think, though, Isengard's going to be getting CP blocked here in a second, and those 3 barracks might not be the greatest choice. Maybe eco there or something else would have been a better choice. But it will be a nice security for him, because then if he does lose his army suddenly, he'll be able to recruit it pretty quick. And I think these berserkers are going to be getting in some nice work, as long as he doesn't totally keep him in the front line, kind of keep him like right behind Monarch. And Ugluk might be getting shreked here when Shelob comes in. And actually, Mordor, it's looking like they're gonna win this fight with the trolls. Nice, he did the influence of Sauron on his troll pit, so now we got some leveled nice attack trolls. So he will actually end up beating the army, and the trolls are going to prove pretty useful. At least I think he should. I don't think he's going to kill all the heroes. He might get one. Is Wormtongue even still out? Yeah. So he isn't going to get any of the heroes, but he is able to beat him back. Not total victory. He didn't get all the berserkers, which is going to be causing some havoc. Berserkers cost 60 command points. That's actually a lot. Then again, the other units only cost 2. These berserkers, if they can get hits off, they're gonna do a lot of damage against the trolls. But the trolls knockback is gonna do a lot and kind of nullify the berserkers unless they can all get one hit off at once. In which case, the trolls might just go down. Though right now, I don't think Mordor here can win this fight, and I think they should retreat and save their trolls, one of which is level 5, and also just save the units. Maybe he alerts. It sounded like alerts was hurt. But yeah, maybe he'll do a little more damage than I thought. Alert's still alive, barely. Put him on bow mode, that way he's not tempted to go in and fight. But then again, Mordor is coming in from the side, but I don't think good idea going through the work sentry, because those wargs are going to ravage them. I think he has the right idea to surround and potentially pick off alerts, but I think you want to go a little bit more around. And see, this is where these 3 barracks from Isengard's going to come in handy, because now he can reinforce quickly. Oh my goodness, Lynx almost just died there. Is Ugluk alive? And approaching 10-point power from Isengard. From Mordor, we see Darkness, which will be a nice counter freezing rain. At least I think it counts, I don't know. Not quite there at 10-point power like Isengard, so. And not being CP blocked, good eco. Not being CP blocked, decent eco, but I would like to see 1800 CP potential there for Mordor. It looks like this outpost could go down. I don't think it is, because he doesn't have too much more units, and we're going to see reinforcements here from Isengard, and all the heroes are still alive. So I think he'll kill... Wow, he went for another barracks. I mean, I guess because that one died, but I think he's going to get this barracks, but I think he's going to be able to save the outpost overall with these reinforcements coming in.
When the minutes pass and you can't get to bed, try nature-made melatonin.
Oh yeah, I was mistaken. Wait, no, he did. Did he have this the whole time? I think he did. I don't know. I'm going kind of crazy. Let's look at map control. Mordor and Isengard kind of split there. Isengard has some stuff there, but they really shouldn't let Mordor have that. And Mordor made a bit of a mistake not getting this. Not a huge deal, but yeah, but Mordor does have map control overall. But not enough to where it really hurts Isengard, and we're now seeing Forge Blades out for Isengard, which is nice. He's able to hold the outpost, but and Saruman out, which I think is excellent choice. With some more units, but right now, and Lurch just died. Right now, it could potentially lose him the game because he just died. I totally missed this, guys. I'm really sorry. Isengard at least came in. I was about to say, it's looking like GG for Isengard here, losing Ugluk and Saruman. Get a better surround on this barracks, but still, whatever. But nice Isengard Unleashed, which is going to kill a good chunk of the base here for Mordor. I think that's better spent over here because Mordor can easily retreat if he uses it up there, and that's a potential waste. His outpost is going to go down though, sadly. And I think that if these crossbows could kill these trolls, which would really hurt Mordor. Focus the troll with the crossbows. Do it before it's too late. At least kill one. I think Isengard Unleashed could have been used a little bit better, if I'm being honest. It at least distracted him for a bit, but I think he could have done more damage. But yeah, like I was saying, Saruman's a nice choice against Mordor because he's absolutely going to wreck that clump. But he just didn't have enough units to reinforcement. He got too dicey with them. And besides that, there are trolls which can chase him down and just do a lot of damage. He didn't kill any of the trolls, which isn't good. He should have got them, I think, at least 1 or 2. I mean, he got some eco buildings and slash pantries, so that was nice. Let's see what the ecos for Mordor now. 1,000. So he does have Gorthauer. That's gonna be huge once Sauron comes back. Isengard, decent eco, not a lot of CP. Ugluk's back out. Or was it Lurtz who lost? I don't know. I think he lost Ugluk, yeah. And I think he also lost Grima. If you can see which heroes he was getting. Anything Mordor? Nope, just the two Nazgul. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, scored there now. And that could be detrimental to Isengard unless he can pull off a big, something big here soon. Because Mordor has map control, Mordor has all these things. A nice little orc summon there. Because that's going to kill that building. Although it doesn't have any CP, sadly, so it's not going to hurt Mordor too much. And it was already pretty low. So not like huge. But if he can get another building, that would be awesome. I don't know if he can. And another just like eco building, not interesting choice from this bottom right Mordor player, going like full CP1 building, full eco 1. Generally what you do is you go eco for all of them, and then you go CP for all of them, wherever you need. And these trolls are just going to nullify this summon, and sadly he's not going to get this building. But the nice thing is though, is that since this isn't all eco building and no like CP, his money production on that is going to be slowed down quite a bit. Whereas if it was CP, it wouldn't harm it too bad. Oh, he almost ended up actually getting it though, so close. If it was just CP, it wouldn't be that big of a deal because he would still have the CP. I mean, and it wouldn't be making that much money anyway. So, I think these berserkers can work nice, but the thing is the trolls are gonna knock him down. Berserkers could work really nice chasing down and killing Gorthour, but again, just the trolls so deadly. Here we see, yeah, what's his name? Shelob's back. Nice little fire thing. Oh, he's clumping. Oh, and that debuff is just, oh, his units are getting ravaged, and Shelob's gonna come in now that the units are getting peppered down and potentially kill some heroes. And this is where Mordor can either win or lose with this base push here, because the defense from Isengard is pretty good, but those wargs aren't going to do a ton against the trolls, and the trolls just might absolutely slaughter everything. And this is looking like a potential GG. Nice level 10 lurks though, that is nice. But I mean, unless Mordor is in a retreating scenario, or is chasing the army of Isengard, it's not going to do too much. I think what's going to end up happening is, yeah, the trolls are going to die, and it's going to be kind of close. I don't know if he's going to kill the army of Mordor. Mordor might retreat them. Definitely not going to get the heroes, I don't think, unless Mordor is really stupid with them. And he might potentially get another eco building for Mordor, or maybe even the barracks. Though actually, Ugluk did die, so maybe a lot more damage could possibly be done. And Lurtz is on the verge of dying. I think he's gonna... No, I thought he might... Oh, run. And what is Mordor doing? Mordor's not killing Lurtz. Micro mistake by both, but it works out in Isengard's favor. Nope. That's not smart, Isengard. You could have gotten out of there, but you just didn't. And this is going to actually be a lot more detrimental than I thought it would. I think this is GG for Isengard. I don't think these wargs are going to do too much. Mordor has recovered in their base, essentially. Yeah, almost, but not quite. Unless we see some, no, like, powers that are going to save Isengard. And yeah, with the Citadel going down, I think it's GG. Oh, but that really is, that sucks for Mordor losing Gorthour there. But even losing Gorthour there, it's not like that's gonna be that big of a deal for Mordor. I think as Mordor now, don't get too ahead of yourself. I don't think going in again and trying to attack the base would be a good idea right now, because there are quite a bit of defenses up. Man, my game keeps noising. There are a good amount of, yeah, whatever. And you don't have quite a big enough army. So I think kill the outside eco, get total map control. Shut down. Oh, looks like Isengard's just gonna call it, which makes sense. I think it was basically GG there, but maybe not totally. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this good game cast. I saw that Zelicus wanted or was hoping that Spartacus would cast this, and I was like, oh, Spartacus didn't have time to, so I think I will. So yeah, let me know in the comments who you thought was playing in this match, and Zelicus, if you're watching, maybe let me know who actually was in the match. I would be interested to know if I was close, or even had one of the players at least in the match that I guessed. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you later. Bye.